Elvin Rand here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley here, riding along in the Fendt 1167 here. We're rolling, I think this is the last of our soybean fields here, and I'm not sure if I'll bother rolling the other fields or not, Evan. That's up for decision here yet on that one, but we at least have the soybean fields being rolled. I think I've got all the fields that need to be sprayed as well. So again, that's 47, 48, 45, and actually, 41 will need to be sprayed too once we actually get there. But all the fields that are currently planted. Speaking of planting, by the way, Evan, we have one field left, and I was looking at this. I had Courseplay do this job. Evan, looks like I might go back and do a little more planting over there. That looks like a little bit of a big section there. We'll see once here. Oh, 42 looks pretty good, though. A few missing corners there, I guess. I'm not sure what's up with that. Whatever. But anyway, got some equipment put away here as well. Again, we're getting close to wrapping up the planting season here for this year in the game, everyone. We're almost there. Like I said, just one more field to go, and we're going to get started on that here this episode. And the plan is to put sunflowers into this field. Actually, let me rephrase this, Evan. We are getting close if we don't buy another field. I am still debating on that one, and you folks can let me know, should we buy another field? We got 36, 37, 27, I don't know. Some of these are a little bit, I don't know if I like the shape of some of these. 27, too. Maybe if we just cut this off and made this a smaller field down here, I'd probably be okay with 27, but not, I don't know with that hook in it. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but we'll see once. Again, you folks can let me know. Should we get more fields? We get more fields, I think we probably are going to need some more equipment. Well, no, we got 2 combines now, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have to see once. Anyway, let's head down to field 41 here. Let's get started planting down here. I've got the sprayer down here, the planter down here, and our support truck here for liquid fertilizer and seed. And I did go ahead and fill this up, by the way, so it's all seed here in the tender. So hopefully we'll have enough seed to keep us running here, at least for a little bit. I don't know if that'll be enough to do the whole field or not. I'm not sure of one. Speaking of which, you know what? We should probably just start off by filling up because, yeah, we could use a little bit, I think. So, we start with liquid fertilizer. Hey, look at that. It actually works. I don't know about you folks, but whenever I use stuff like this, the first time I go to use it, it's like, oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Because there's just so much of it that doesn't work when you do stuff like this, Evan. A lot of the tenders and refill options for liquid fertilizer, planters, seeders, sprayers, you go to fill up and nope, doesn't work, or you got to find just the right spot, or oh my goodness, really? Well, this one seems to work. And let's see if we can get the, and open it. Yeah, puts it out, okay. Might actually turn this around here so I don't have to fill on the we got traffic turned off. What does it matter, right? Open the covers here. I started there for a second. Let's see if we can line this up just a little bit better, maybe. Oh, okay. I guess that is the spot it wants to fill right there. Okay, fine. That's whatever. Might be a little bit of a height issue right there, and like I said, maybe if I turn around, that might be better, but I'm not sure. Definitely a little bit low there. Nice if this would raise up just a little bit. Don't think there's an option to raise that on there that I know of. Anyway, let's get the planter folded out here. Again, we're still just running the John Deere 1775 NT planter. This is a modded version of it, by the way. This is not the in-game one, but modded version 1775 NT, 24 rows of planting goodness. I don't know about you folks, I think this is probably an appropriately sized planter here for this map. These fields here, at least 41 and 42 though, we could potentially, if we wanted to get a little bit bigger, we could put some bigger planters on this field. That one, I think this field is probably big enough for it. And I do have a couple to choose from. Or at least I got one to choose from anyway. I think I've got the 92. I'll have to look at one. But, yes, the good old John Deere DB120. Refuge tank. Front tank liquid fertilizer. What? Okay, with a Refuge Plus tank. I'm not sure what's all for options on this. Light configuration, wheel cover configuration, wing wheel covers, huh? Back vacuum blower. Cleaner disc configuration. No-till. Yeah, makes sense. You want no-till. Trailer hitch. I think, and I could be wrong, I think with this particular Cedar 2 oven, you do have the option of like towing another tank behind it for like fertilizer. Unearthed conveyor. What the heck is that? Oh, so you can actually fill the Cedar yourself. Boy, that seems like that'd be rather difficult. I mean, like, you have to like back the planter up and then, wow. And it's not like this planter's a short planter, the DB120. That is a big setup to try to back up. And I guess it depends what you have for a trailer for refilling, I guess, right? If you're using like an end dump style trailer, that probably would work better. Yeah, because if you're using a hopper bottom, you're gonna have to like try to back it up to that. Oh boy, that might be a little bit difficult. Anyway, let's get some GPS going here. We're gonna get GPS fired up right away. So why not, right? And I think this is 90 degrees, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, and, oh, yep, we're already set on sunflowers. Perfect. We're in the sunflower planting times, right? Sunflowers. Oh, we could actually plant the sunflowers in March, couldn't we? I did not realize that. Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't super matter, I guess. We won't be putting any double crops on this field, I don't think. The oat field, that being said, I am hoping to try putting some double crops on that again. The oat field, that was field 42, right? Ooh, yeah, we'll be doing some double crops on that field. Oh boy, that's gonna be one big field of soybeans. I might just set GPS up here again. Once I get this back around here and line back up. Shift that over just a little bit more. There we go. I like the looks of that. And I don't know about you folks, but at this point, we just kind of sit back, relax a little bit. We do have some driving over on this side of the field to do, but yeah, let GPS do the work. I'm telling you folks, I don't know how you folks that play on the console do it without GPS. That just must be unbearable. Someone made a really good point here at last episode. Again, we were talking about some of the features that are just either outright bad in the game, everyone, or Giants just completely missed. And yeah, one of those is definitely GPS. Again, how this game doesn't have GPS in it, built into it, everyone, I don't know. I don't understand that. Of course, one of the big rumors, and for those who remember this, back when Farming Simulator 22 was first coming out, everyone, there was a lot of rumors that GPS was going to be built into the game. For myself, I was very, very skeptical of that. Well, like everybody said it was coming to the game, so I was like, okay, well, maybe it is. Again, for myself, like I said, I was very skeptical of that because, up to this point, Giants has not had any GPS in the game. But, yep, looks like my skepticism was correct, Evan. Again, there's no GPS in the game, built in. Which I always like to ask the question that everyone, so if there's no GPS in the game, everyone, we got this other mod here, this one right here. How does this mod function without GPS? And yes, I know it's a game, but for the sake of the argument here, like, how do you do precision farming without GPS? Okay, I'm just gonna raise back up, realign here. Must be an autosave happening, I'm guessing. Yep, autosave complete. I don't know, half the time when I missed the notification down along the bottom there, that's counting down. You folks probably seen it, but I didn't. Too busy paying attention to the planner here. Oh, now the fun part. follow the edge. Try not to overlap it too much. Maximize our efficiency here, you know. And a reminder here, by the way, while we're going along this edge of the field, if you folks haven't already clicked the subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed, make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you get to see the latest, greatest next episode on planting, or who knows what we're going to be doing here next on the upper Mississippi River Valley. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up as well. And don't forget to, if you'd like to follow me on the rest of my social media channels, you can find those linked down below in the description here of this video. You know, Facebook, Instagram, all that good fun stuff. Almost to the other straight edge of this field here. This field, fortunately, kind of has like 3 straight edges, and then just this side that runs along this little, I don't know, creek or whatever this is supposed to be. Just this side, a little bit wavy, shall we say. Oh, now the question is, when we get to the other end, Evan, will the GPS line up, or are we going to have to realign it? Oh, I think we're going to have to realign it, aren't we? Oh, actually, well, yeah, we better realign. That's quite a bit of overlap. I don't want to overlap that much, everyone. That's a little much there, if you ask me. Okay, let's home that back out. It's good to me. I'm always good to just a little bit of overlap there, everyone. Yeah, just in case the edge of the field isn't straight or something like that, or especially when you just start a map sometimes and you're just starting on a field. You'll have the field where the map author has like the grass way out along the edge. So, the edge is like back here somewhere, but then the grass that's over is like over here, and then you end up starting, cultivate whatever you're doing in the field. And all of a sudden your field's like, wow, the field actually is way over here. Definitely seen that a few times. I don't know that I've seen that on this map though, but again, for those of you who have not played on this map, highly recommend you check this map out. Although with that being said, I'm probably like one of the last ones to play on this map at this point. So I'm going to guess most of you folks have probably already played on this map. I don't know why, but just up until this point, I have played on the map, or at least looked at it, everyone, but I've never really done a playthrough on the map here until we got to this series. I'm not sure how that's possible, because again, I definitely highly recommend this map. This will definitely probably be in the top 5, I think, everyone. I'm not sure I'm going to quite go for number 1 spot or not, but this is definitely in the top 5. It is a 4x map again, so 4 times larger than your normal map. And at least up until this point in the game, too, I haven't played on a whole lot of maps that have been that big. Kind of fun for something different, Evan. It gives us the excuse to use some of the larger equipment in the game here as well. Oh, I suppose is that good enough? Let's maybe shift over just a little bit. I don't remember how much overlap we had on the other end there. One of those things where I kind of hate starting like in the middle of a section there. I prefer to start from like a corner somewhere, right? Which I suppose I could have done. I mean, I could have just like driven to that corner. It's not like that corner was that far away. Oh well. Oh, how are we looking here? 81% and 79%. Not too shabby, everyone. I was afraid by the time we made it around the field, we might have to refill here again, but we're looking pretty good. Yeah, there actually is a hitch on the back of this one, too. At least it shows there is one. Don't know if it works or not. Obviously, there's plenty of equipment in the game that shows a hitch on the back of something as well, and most of the time, especially from Giants, have one. You get some of Giants' equipment, it's like, oh, there's a hitch on the back of this cultivator. You can pull a rolling basket behind it. Nope. Giants may have it modeled with a hitch. Doesn't mean there actually is one. Which reminds me, if we go back and look at that John Deere DB120 here a minute, does it show me any? No, there's no combinations with it, is there? Okay. No combinations with those either. Not sure if I've got the tank that we can pull behind this or not, everyone then. And I don't know what category it would necessarily be under here either, so... Like, are we looking under this category? And then, of course, that begs the question to me, everyone, like, does a tank like this work? Like, if I put this tank behind it, assuming it will connect, does that work, or do I have to have something more specific? I don't know. So, like, under sprayers, maybe? Are there any towable tanks other than, of course, these? That's more for the big John Deere sprayer, though. Or John Deere planter, I'm sorry. Or drill. Yeah, something like that. I think what we'll do, we'll go to the other corner here. Rather than swinging out and starting the next partial round here. Not that far away. It's like right there. Then I don't have to realign the GPS twice here along the same line, essentially. Which looks like I did pretty good at one. That is pretty much identical there from the looks of it, so... I suppose what I could do is go the other way around and replant this line, couldn't I? Kind of tempting, everyone. I got that line lined up already. Oh, well, I don't anymore, so that removes that temptation. Okay, GPS locked on, lowered down. Wonder how that row shut off is working. Not very well from the looks of it here on this particular planter. And we'll head over to the comment section here, see what you folks had to say here from the last episodes. Ooh, starting off with an interesting one here. Now, this looks like it's from Farming Simulator 17. Wow. Jim was saying, purchased this from the PlayStation Store. I'm like, PS, what is that? PlayStation Store over the weekend. Have been glued to it ever since. Used to get 7 hours of sleep each night. Now I'm lucky if I get 4 each night. So addictive. Great video. Well, hey, thank you very much for the video comment there. And yeah, sounds like someone, I'm assuming they must have got Farming Simulator 17 then, I guess. He left the comment, at least he left the comment on a Farming Simulator 17 video. Wow. So yeah, how many, that's been what, 5 years at least now in Farming Simulator 17 now? No, it's been long. 5 was 19, everyone. So 7 years ago. 7 years ago, Farming Simulator 17 was released. Next comment here, Norton was saying, I've never rolled any of my fields. Doesn't seem worth it. I have to agree with you there, Norton. Again, the only reason I'm doing it is, well, kind of what you do with soybeans. A lot of times you roll those fields. Something to do. Gives you a chance to use some more equipment. Does it really pay for itself? The way Giants has it done, probably not. Now, mind you, if you actually got like the 2.5% you're supposed to get at one, probably not even then. I don't know, but definitely not at the 1% that you actually get. And again, as I said before, I have tested the numbers on that one. And yeah, 1% seems to be what you actually get. I know Giants again says 2.5% or something like that. 5% for mulching, or sorry, 5% between both mulching and rolling. So 2.5 each. The real numbers on that one actually are like 2%. 1% for mulching, 1% for rolling. Rob was saying, I just use a mod that eliminates rolling altogether. It adds the function to the seeders and planters. Rather interesting concept there. I don't know if I'd really care much for a mod like that. Because again, I don't mind the rolling so much. Just, something to keep in mind. It's probably not necessarily worth it as far as like the monetary value of doing it. Especially by the time you buy a roller. And given the price of the roller in the game here, especially if you go with Giants equipment, like, oh my goodness. Ethan was saying, yeah, there definitely was no play testing in this game. Just a few minutes into the game, and they could have found some problems. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I kept saying when this game was first released, everyone. If Giants would have just taken a couple of minutes to actually play their own game, like, oh my goodness. Of course, with that being said, everyone, we can't forget, as bad as the release of Farming Simulator 22 maybe was, one. Like, there was a game that was released about the same time that was even worse yet. And that was a big name game. At least I would consider it to be a big name. And that, of course, was the newest Battlefield. Battlefield is 2042? I think it's Battlefield 2042, if I remember correctly there, everyone. And that game was an absolute flop. Okay, reline the GPS again. Alt page up and page down, as a reminder, does shift that line over. Very useful little feature there. AAA was saying, and I don't think this is the AAA on road service, by the way. This is just a person named AAA. I closed the game while it was saving, and it broke my save game. It's been a while since we've mentioned this, but yes, for those who don't know, Farming Simulator does have an automatic save game backup feature. So if anything ever happens to your save game, everyone, you can go back to the backups for the save game. Now, unfortunately, this is a process that needs to be done manually. Why Giants doesn't have a feature in the game for this, I don't know of one. Seems like they should. And also seems like this is a feature they should maybe advertise a little bit more. I mean, unless you go digging around in the game, everyone, you would probably never even realize that this feature exists. Because I'm not aware that Giants advertises it. Like, where have you folks seen there any, like, literature on, oh, if your save game is corrupt, you can go here, and restore it? I'm not aware there is a feature for that one. But for those who don't know, there is a feature for that. Fairly easy. Again, you do have to move some files over, but nothing too complicated there, if you ask me. And again, I do have a video on it on my channel, so if anything ever happens to your save game, everyone, just come over to the RDAllen channel here and look for how to restore your Farming Simulator 22 save game, or any of the other ones for that matter. I'm not exactly sure when Giants added this feature. It's been in every one that I can remember, the save game feature, but it's been around for a while, so. John Deere man was saying you should get a John Deere 8400 and a John Deere big square baler. Then you could get double the amount of baling done. Oh, that's a good point there, John Deere man. That is a very good point. Get rid of that Fendt thing we have and buy ourselves a nice John Deere 8400. Now, when he says 8400, I'm sure he's talking about the old 8400. I mean, not the new John Deere 8R or 8400 8R, however you want to talk about it, but John Deere 8400R. Boy, so many different John Deere. The newer ones, Evan, are all John Deere 8R, followed then by, the number, which is usually close to the horsepower. So John Deere 8R 340, somewhere in the 340 horsepower department here. Oh, let's see. Almost got the second headland finished here at this point. At this point, I think we can start going up and down the field here, too. Still half left in the planter. Not too shabby. I gotta say, this is another job in the game I don't mind doing here as well. This is kind of another fun one. As I've said many times before, I've been harvesting, definitely my favorite. But after harvesting, planting might be my second. Or tillage, hard to say, because I do like doing tillage in the game as well. Oh, let's see once here. If I set this up with courseplay, what do I have in courseplay settings here? Because I probably will do this at some point. Oh, I got 3. Okay, I might just go around and do one more headland here yet. And realign the GPS. Oh, that just means I got to go back around this back side of the field here again. Oh, well. At least sunflowers don't seem to take too much fertilizer here, everyone. Planting the corn there, I was running out of the liquid fertilizer before I ran out of the seed. Not by much, but we were still definitely running out of liquid fertilizer first. Suppose I could fix that by getting maybe a tractor or something that holds more liquid fertilizer, but then we're going to run out of seed. Don't think there was an option for holding more seed on this particular planter, so... I know like the DB120 has that refuge tank there that can hold seed as well, and I forget how that all works with the whole seeding there, everyone. In the game here, it just holds more seed. In real life, it actually holds like the refuge seed, and like I said, I don't remember how that works again, but maybe someone in the comments can enlighten us here on how the whole refugee? Nah, I think it's usually called refuge seed. I think it's the same word for refugee, though, isn't it, everyone? Could be wrong. English language, gotta love it, right? Well, I've been looking at the time here. Looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching, and till next time.